how I should do it. That's how I should do it every single day.
But instead,
And I was not in the mood to that. Oh my! I told you what was happening.
But explain the too much water. You said it was way too much water.
I did.
Why?
What do you want me to say? And
Why
I'll
did
say
you use
it.
too much water?
What do you want me to say? And I'll say it.
Tell me why you used too much water.
Too much water was the wrong words then. I poured the cup on.
On March 29th, 2024, authorities were dispatched to a home in Florida in reference to a mother trying to drown her own kids.
You asked me if I was high. Not once have I ever denied to it. I respect you on a different level because I'm a mother and I'm trying because I don't lie to you anymore. I stopped lying to you. Maybe I tell little white lies about where I am, but when you honestly ask me if I'm getting high, I have not once lied. I've told the truth. And so you being over here yesterday, you yelling at me saying I'm acting like this because I was high, got me upset. Well, no. That wasn't it. I was at your house an hour prior, and that was perfectly fine. I was upset because I got worked up because you came startled me. I had somebody over that I knew you wouldn't approve of. My house disgusting. It's still disgusting. And there was shit on the counter. Alcohol everywhere. I didn't want you to. I was trying to respect you as my mother and my kids' grandmother, and you not see that. So I also wouldn't get in trouble. That's why I was so upset. Carissa stirred the pot 10 times more than what it needed to be. None of that has nothing to do with Mom. I wish I was, and I'm upset. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Your mental state, Ashley, is because you're doing drugs. Is what I have to say.
Oh my God, Mom! I'm gonna repeat what I said.
I'm gonna repeat. No, but Ashley, though, I'm gonna repeat. No, I let you talk.
I've been on my meds since January. I've been on my meds since January, Mom. I've been myself since January. I've been.
I let you talk. Now you're gonna let me talk.
Okay, well then please, I'll let you talk. Then please. I'm getting so worked up because you are all I have.
And I'm here, Ashley, and I'm here. And I'm letting you know, you not being, no, I let you talk. Now you're going to let me talk. Stop. And you stop. And now you're not letting me talk.
You're not listening when I say I hurt myself. You're saying I want to hurt myself because of the drugs. I'm sure.
I'm not. I never. Now stop. Now see, you don't let nobody talk. You let nobody talk, Ashley. You never let anybody talk. I gave you your floor. Now let me. I did not say you yourself because of drugs. I'm saying your mental state is not good because you're doing drugs too, Ashley. It messes your mind up. You're not taking your meds. You're mistreating your children, Ashley. I tried to take the kids yesterday to give you space. Fucked up, Ashley. Fucked up. You're fucked up, Ashley. And you. I mean, you're fucked up mentally right now, Ashley, because you're not doing right. You're not doing right. You literally
want to. Madison, you don't.
You want to kill Madison? You kill Madison. So you want to kill your child?
Oh my God, Mom, you're all I have.
And I'm here. Ashley, and I'm here.
You're trying to tell you how I feel.
And I'm listening.
And now you're going to twist everything.
You literally just said I want to kill Madison.
Okay, then let me reword my words.
Then please reword them.
Madison pushes me to the edge.
And that's why I tried to take Madison and Kylie yesterday.
All of them.
Ashley, I tried to take the two. I'm equipped to take at the moment, Ashley.
I need a break.
You get a break. They go to daycare, and you don't work all day. Ashley, you don't work all day. You're at work maybe fucking 10 hours at their daycare, and you're partying the rest of the time, and you fucking know it.
Mom, you're wrong.
No, I'm not fucking wrong. I'm not fucking wrong.
Mommy, you're wrong. I promise I don't get off work till 2:30, and I pick the kids up every day at 3.
Ashley, you done already said. ELC told you need to average 30 hours, and you're averaging 26, and one of those days is Sunday when you fucking work.
So therefore, Wednesday, Mom, you're really upsetting
Therefore,
me
Sunday.
You're really upsetting me, Mom. You're really upsetting me because you have a wall. You have a brick wall. You're not listening to me.
I don't listen to your excuses. No, I don't listen to your excuses, Ashley. Because this is where we were. This is where we were a fucking year ago. This is where we were a fucking year ago, Ashley.
I only have on Wednesdays. I go to the doctor on Wednesdays. I go to work on Wednesdays. I run errands. Mom, I swear to God, you think I'm partying.
And on the weekends, you are. All weekend long, you're partying. All last weekend, you did ecstasy. All fucking weekend, Ashley.
Which I do that. I am not lying.
Can break, Ashley. Quit doing ecstasy on the fucking weekend and enjoy your time.
That's not a break. I still have the break to do until I put the kids to bed.
Actually, you didn't have your kids this last weekend. Scotty had the baby and Kylie.
Mom, I want to myself.
And that's why I'm calling the centers. You need to go and you need to go to the centers.
You don't give a about anybody but yourself.
No, you don't fuck about anybody but yourself. Ashley, you had kids there. And listen to yourself, Ashley. You got help. You had help.
Kids. What about your daughter, Brandy? Where are you?
You did this
Why
to.
am I telling you? I've been my legs since January, and you're not here.
And you had Ashley, you had all the resources. You had all the resources, and every time I went to your caseworker and asked her for help, you kept the kids. You took the kids. You know, you took the kids. Every time I asked DCF to help you. Every time. No, Ashley, I can't give you the help you need, Ashley. You need professional help. And every time I tried, you removed the kids. I'm done.
I want to hug.
Sorry. I'm Detective Grasso. It's good to meet you. That's kind of been a long week. This quick. So I'm obviously assigned the case involving the kids here. That water can stay down there. So Officer Boyd responded over there to Madison and Ashley's house, right? And you were there. I watched that video, saw y'all's conversation. Got the recording that you took.
Yeah.
I just want to start just kind of from the beginning. If you just tell me everything about what's been going on. What's been going on?
Well, it's just been ongoing for like a couple years, but so she had a DCF case. Her caseworker obviously wasn't doing her job, and I'd made multiple complaints, made many reports, and her caseworker defended her, didn't follow up, did nothing about it, and then Ashley was on doing drugs, and she came over here on Wednesday. Yeah. And she wasn't doing well. She asked for some Xanax because she was tired of picking her face, and I got her some Xanax. And so I don't know why she was. I mean, picking her face. I assumed she was on meth. So the girl's shoes came in. I bought them, so I took them over there. And I wanted to try them on. She was outside on a swing, like on the girl's swing out back. You know, have you been over there? It's like this, and she was sitting there, and she immediately like started going off at me. And I said I just wanted to try the girl's stuff on because the shoes looked too big. She didn't want me to go in the house. There was several people in the house. The girls came out back anyways, and she just kept yelling. And I was trying not to like interact with her because I know she gets really worked up and violent. And so I ended up leaving. Well, I was trying to leave, and she was screaming at the kids, just really ugly stuff. So I came back and I said, I'm going to take them if you're going to talk to them like that. And she said,
really nasty stuff. What do you mean?
she told them that they were hungry, and she told them to get in the house. They were never going to eat again. They weren't going to get anything to drink, just things like that. And they were crying so hard. So I was like, I'm going to take them. And so Madison and Kylie would run into my car, and they were in my car by then, and they didn't want to leave. And Ashley was screaming at me, no, I couldn't take them. The neighbor got involved. She wouldn't leave. The neighbor was saying I was trying to kidnap the kids, and that's been something Ashley did to me before. She called the cops over here and said I was kidnapping kids. And so this went on. We were out there arguing for about 30 minutes. Ashley did threaten to hit me, and then she wanted me to take the baby. And she said I had to keep him until Monday. And I ended up leaving the kids but I finally said, okay, I surrender. But then Ashley jumped in her car and took off, and Kylie was running. And I felt like she almost ran Kylie over, to be honest. Like, it came to be a really close call because she just zoomed out of there. But I left the kids there with her friends because I didn't really know what else to do. And then I called Jonathan. He was at work. Jonathan was living there at this time.
And that's Jay.
Yeah. I called him and asked him to get a hold of Victoria, because that's who the kids are with, and check on them to see if Ashley had come back. And she had not, and Ashley's phone was off, and I was like, should I go get the kids? I didn't know what to do. Then
I'm sorry, what's the timeline on this right here? Like, when did this happen?
Oh, let me get it for you. There were like messages on this.
Okay. I know you're telling me leading up to
Yeah.
our investigation, but I just want to understand a better timeline. 'Cause I know you said Wednesday. She was here, so it had to be after Wednesday, right?
Yeah, this is still Wednesday.
Oh, still Wednesday. Oh, this
Yeah.
happened on Wednesday.
Yeah, this went on for a couple days.
Okay. It's my understanding she just got the kids back. Is that right?
She got the kids back in September. I'm sorry.
Kids have a lot of energy, huh?
Yes. And Madison and Kylie are really going through it. So I text Jay at 7:30 on Wednesday. That was when I left their house, and I asked him when he was going to be back.
Okay.
I think some of the emails between, I know I sent him to the other officer,
Officer Boyd.
and some of those they started on Wednesday.
Okay.
Me and Ashley. And he checked with Victoria to see so I can go get the kids, and that's when Ashley started messaging me about what was going on over there.
Okay. And then, so you call the 21st?
I was gonna do a check that night, and then I told her I was. I told her I did, thinking she'd get up, clean her house, and get her shit together. But she didn't. The DCF worker, her DCF worker called her that night, I guess, and talked to her, and felt that she was okay. I did, or maybe she called her the next night, but the next day is when I did the video recording of her, where she threatened to, and the kids, she'd been threatening to kill herself the whole time, and the kids are Madison, and that's when I called the law, and he couldn't get her to open the door, and that's when her DCF worker talked to her that night, and she felt she was okay, so she didn't do any follow-up on that.
Okay. So that recording was from the day prior to...
It was on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. And she, but Wednesday she went up in the door, and I told the officer then, I said, there's 3 kids in there. How are they, why are they quiet? You see them now. How are they quiet?
Yeah.
But she was texting me when he was there.
That's another story. Friday, how do you get back involved? Or what happens throughout Friday?
She called me finally and asked me if I was going to come get the kids. And I told her I didn't, because I knew if I went over there it would get confrontational. I didn't think it was wise. And she'd become hostile. But then I said, yeah, I'm coming. I'll come get them. And she said she just wanted a hug. She'd been pulling that the whole time. I just want a hug. I just want a hug. But I knew that's not really what she wanted. So I go over there, and I had my boyfriend go with me to help me get the baby's car seat in the car. He's getting, 3 car seats. So I knock on the door. I go in, and she immediately turned around and started walking towards the bedroom. And I seen the 2 little girls in the tub. They looked so scared. Their mouths were open, but they weren't like saying anything. It was like they were crying, but they weren't. And then she seen my boyfriend, and she just like started freaking out that he was even with me, and it just became this like huge thing. Like, she was screaming and yelling. And I got the girls out of the tub, and I was drying them off. I picked the baby up, and I went in the bedroom to get them clothes, and they were hiding behind me from their mom. And she was screaming, and she wanted me to go in her room and lay down with her. And I said, I can't, Ashley, that's not even feasible. Like, look at your children. And she was like, why is it always about them? I said, because look what you're doing to them. And it just escalated from there until I ended up calling you guys. The law. And she was ripping them out. She wouldn't let me hold them. She kept taking them away from me. She screamed that she hated kids. But she's done this before. Before they got taken last time, she been her kids, but nobody would do none of the cops. I called the cops. Nobody would do anything about it.
When was that?
Her DCF case, her last case started in October 2022, so it had to be like September. Like it's September, I think.
Of 2022?
Maybe August. She ended in the hospital. She'd cut open like right here, and her leg, and she was in the hospital. I mean, I got her to go to the emergency room, and the kids were in car seats with no diapers, nothing. And a cop came up there, and she was running around. I couldn't get her going there, and she told him that she did it with a broom. I tried to get her Baker acted then, and he wouldn't do it. He said it's obvious she's on drugs, but he refused to do anything about it. And I said she's threatening herself and these kids, and nobody would help me.
Well, that's why I'm here. To help. Back to the bathtub. So you got in, the kids were in the tub. You said she was in the bathroom with him at that time?
No, she answered the front door. She had been vacuuming, I think, at that point. And then she turned and walked into the girls' room and was screaming. And the girls were in the tub.
Unattended?
Yeah.
How much water's in the tub?
About halfway.
Okay. With your hand, how deep would you say halfway is?
They were about right here on them.
When they're sitting? It's about midway up their torsos?
Yeah.
Is that deep?
It's about how much I would give both of them, with bubbles and stuff.
Were there bubbles that time?
No, it was just water.
Did she tell you anything about the bathtub?
No.
Ashley?
No.
Did the kids say anything about the bath?
I haven't really questioned them about it. I don't want to interfere in that. I know that Ashley called from the centers, and I let him talk to her. And Madison asked her mom how come she hurt her.
What'd she say?
Ashley said that she was sorry. I asked Ashley about it, and she said that she got just a little rough with them when she was bathing them, but she said she didn't do what Madison said. Because I was there in the cop when Madison said that to the cop. And so I asked her about it. I asked Ashley, not Madison.
What did Ashley say about it?
She said that she just got a little rough with them, but she didn't do that.
Do that as in?
She didn't try to put their heads in the water.
Yeah, it's something Madison would lie about?
Madison's been known to tell stories. I know that Madison's heard a lot. I know she's heard her mom say, I want to kill my
Which is a normal thing for a kid to be hearing.
No, it's not. She's seen her. I know she's seen and heard a lot, and Madison understands that. So now Madison said a lot of stuff. Like we were at Oli's earlier, and there's like this metal rack, and she said that over my head, and I don't understand why she would say that. She's just seen and heard a lot, and she's seen her mom have a lot of like episodes, and so I don't know if Madison would.
What's your opinion on all this?
As a mom, you don't want to think your daughter would do that. I know Ashley has some mental issues, and when she gets like that, like she has a really hard time calming down. I don't know if she would do that to her kid. I would hope not. Their hair was not wet on the top. It was only like wet right here. If that would. So I don't know if she did, I don't know if it was another occasion. I don't know if Madison just heard it enough and then repeated that.
So when you say not wet on top, what do you say about it?
Just the ends of their hair right here. I think that she has neglected her kids. Kylie is saying that her mom's hit her in the head like this. I know that if Madison's in trouble, Kylie's having breakdowns and just crying. And Kylie's always been really lovey. And now she is just crying nonstop. Madison's angry and lashing out and hitting. They've just seen too much.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a child, so I can't say what. I don't want to say she did it. She did it.
face is wet?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't really look. I was just trying to get them out of the tub. They looked so scared. They were so
Was
scared.
Ashley yelling during
Yes, like, I don't know if you saw the video of the officer when they were talking to her. But that's nothing compared to how Ashley can get. Like, she becomes like a different person. She has borderline personality disorder, and she's like somebody different. So I don't know. And then she was on drugs, and she hasn't been taking her meds since January.
So her saying, you know, the day before that she wants to kill us, and has she ever said that before?
Yeah, she has. She said she wanted to kill us. Yeah.
When did she say she wants to
That was back before she got her kids taken the first time.
Why did she say that?
At that time, she was on drugs. She wasn't on medication. And her and Kylie's dad were separated, and she was having a lot of emotional problems over that.
Which is kind of similar to now,
Yeah.
right? She's separated from her child's father again, on drugs again, not taking her meds again. And now here she is saying she wants to kill them again, and the next day you have an accusation come out.
Yeah, and I mean, the DCF worker said that she admitted to it, but she just called me, and she said she didn't say that. So I don't know what happened.
Obviously, I can't discuss everything, but something did happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a normal bath, I can tell you that.
Because she said, I said, Ashley, you're there over your own words, because I talked to the other officer on Tuesday, and he said he was typing up as a Baker Act. And
so I got that Baker Act case, and I reviewed it, and after reviewing it, more needed to be done than just a Baker Act, in my opinion.
yeah,
And I talked to other people in my office, everybody had the same feelings towards it, so and so we did the interviews and you know, took it that next step with DCF and everything. There's more than just a Baker Act there.
I know that I'm really upset with her caseworker, because I reached out to her caseworker, her supervisor, the one above him, to give her kids back. During all this, Ashley got a battery charge, and they still closed her case on the projected date. They didn't investigate anything. Her caseworker lied in court and said that the dad wasn't living there. I mean, just so many things. I told them I showed them a video of Ashley in the house where she was drinking, and said she had to go get her kid from from the babysitter, so she was drinking and driving. And they didn't follow up on that. I feel that if she'd gotten the help she was supposed to get, if her caseworker had done her job, we wouldn't be sitting here. And I just feel like it was a lapse, and like a lot of this, I'm not blaming Kid Central, but she didn't get the help she was supposed to get, and her caseworker didn't do her job. Like, how do you close a case when somebody just picked up a battery charge?
I don't know, but that's why I'm being so thorough, doing everything I can to make sure that nothing like this happens ever again.
Yeah. She did go to Madison went to the Kimberly Center, and they talked to her by herself. I don't know what she said. So
Yeah, I had that interview.
you did? You were there?
I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I just had that.
I'm not trying to talk to her about it, because I'm not trying to.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, it's already
I
been
know
enough
that you
for
can
her.
like mess them up when you do that.
Yeah, just leave it. I don't ever mention it at all, really. Keep whatever she has in her mind. Don't feed her anything, and don't ask her anything, because it just brings it back up, makes it hard for them. I know they didn't talk to Kylie. She probably isn't.
Kelly says things. If I punish her, Kylie tells me I'm being bad. Like, if I tell her to go to her room for quiet time, I'm bad. But Kylie has said her mom's hit her in the head. Her mom was doing this to her. Just little things. Kylie's 2.5, so
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah.
It's even harder with Madison. I mean, like you said, she's a very excited person.
She's very busy. Yes, very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they deserve better. So hopefully they're getting better now.
Yeah, they need Madison. Madison definitely needs counseling.
I know Kimberly's offers that. I'm not sure if they offered that to you that day. Or
They didn't. I know that they tried before, but she wasn't old enough, so I don't know if they will now due to the circumstances.
I can do with our victim advocates. They're awesome. I can have them do a referral for counseling for her.
Okay.
If you want, you could try Kylie, but she might be too young. Yeah, we do a referral for counseling.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's in the air where her dad wants her, so I don't know if she's gonna stay here with her sisters or they're gonna separate them. I'm not sure.
It's typically. I mean, if there's a birth father that is able and willing, then I think it goes to them first.
Yeah, I think they should be separated.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
But if he can come to some kind of agreement, that'd be best, I think. But unfortunately, I don't have any say so in that.
So she's definitely gonna get that charge.
Well, she's already been charged with the attempted murder.
Yeah, so that's gonna stick.
And then there's 3 counts of child neglect.
I've seen that. So that's gonna stick.
Now, the state attorney's office and courts decided to change that, and they always have that liberty, but that's just what I charge her with.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well. Alright. Thank you.
I appreciate you meeting with me.
Okay. Thank you.
All the kids are in the house now. I'm just gonna talk to Madison. That's fine.
Oh, I can bring her back.
No, I
out.
was just gonna say hi to her and let her know who I was, but that's fine.
Okay.
No worries. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you.
Covert off.
Alright. How's your day going, Ashley?
Good.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Okay, so you and I spoke on, what was that, Tuesday?
What's today? Friday, probably.
Thursday,
Tuesday.
yeah, today's Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to ask you some more stuff and just get in a little bit more detail with you. Before I get too far into it, I just want to let you know your rights. Just because the nature of the questions, just the nature of the questions I'm asking you and everything, I just want you to be aware of your rights before we move forward, okay? That's all this is. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. If you wish, you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. You understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Ashley, so obviously it's kind of been a long week for you. I know you've been talking to a bunch of different people about this. I just want to give you some insight on what I've been doing in my investigation and then hopefully get some clarity from you. So when we spoke on Tuesday, right, you had just left DCF, right? You went on a meeting with DCF?
Court.
Right, but you also met with Chris. Okay, so I've spoken to him. We talked about what you guys talked about, okay? And your conversation with Chris was a little different than what yours and I's was.
Oh.
So during your conversation with Chris, there was mention that during the bath you're mad and maybe aggressively pouring some, like you're aggressively.
I felt like I told you was I aggressive?
Mm-hmm.
Aggressive, I would use the wrong words. You're a freaking cop, so obviously I wouldn't say, yeah, I'm aggressive, but to you, was I rough? Yes. But did I try drowning her? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So were you pouring water on her head and face too? Was that correct?
Yeah, it was all going on her, and I was just pouring it.
Wait, was it in her face or was it just?
Yes, it was going on her face.
Okay.
I was just getting the shampoo out of her hair though.
Right.
And I can sit there and I can play her game, and it's gonna be, hold your hair back, Madison, and I have to put a towel over her eyes, and I've already admitted to being, like I always said, should I have been lied to her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. But aside from that, I mean, nothing leading up to that. How'd that bath end?
My mom?
Your mom showed up?
Yeah, my mom took him out of the bath.
Okay. So
they weren't
you were actively giving them a bath when mom showed up? Is that correct?
Yes.
How full was the bathtub?
Like, the bathtub, they're little, so, like, I don't know. This might be a good one, but they're little kids, so probably like here. But it's not deep.
Mm-hmm.
No, the bathtub's not filled.
Okay. Like half full?
Less than
full?
half, a quarter full.
Okay. And were all 3 kids in the tub at that point, or
No, just 2 kids were in the bath. Just
2
Kylie and
kids?
Madison.
Kylie and Madison? Okay. So with Madison and with Kylie, you know, we've done a couple of interviews with them once that day, and then they went to the Kimberly Center. They got another interview there. Okay, and those interviews, they're pretty good at what they do, right? And both times Madison made some statements which brought us concern, which is why we're here talking now. Okay.
I admit
so
to being
just-
rough with her.
Let's just go back to that week. I know you said you're having a hard week, right? Can you take me through that conversation you had with your mom?
Let's see, Madison.
Mm-hmm.
I just said it out of anger. I don't wanna. Madison is a lot. She's a lot to deal with. I don't want to say anything that's gonna incriminate me or anything, but
I'm sure it's incredibly difficult having
she's-
3 kids by your own.
she's a lot.
It gets overwhelming, right?
And it's sometimes I get hard, and I should never. I say I'm myself for Christ's sakes. Like,
Mhm.
in my rough, I've said it. I'll say it to you. I've said it to everybody I know. Kylie doesn't get the same this discipline Madison does, and I don't know why. So should I relax a little?
Well, why is that? Why is it you feel
I
different
heard
towards
the
Madison?
video. It sounds like I'm freaking jealous of my daughter, and I don't think I'm jealous. But do I wish I had the attention? Like I was mocking her for getting attention from my mom, and that's like that sounds disgusting. Like that's.
Is that so? When you were a child, I guess your mom didn't give you that same attention, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you said Kylie doesn't get that same treatment. Does your mom not treat Kylie the same as she treats Madison, or?
I'm not. I think she treats him the same. She's a good nana.
Yeah. So you're jealous, and are you angry at Madison?
No, I'm not angry. She's just a lot. Like, that's really it. She cries a lot. She needs a lot of attention. She's just a lot. And
So back to that conversation you had with your mom. What fueled that?
I was on drugs, and I was getting off of drugs, coming down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted a hug from my mom, like a child.
Okay. And then the next day in the bath, were you having those same kind of feelings with Madison? Were you
No.
just aggravated with her?
No, it was the same day. But no, Madison, I wasn't mad at the kids. I was just coming down from drugs. I just wanted to get the bath over with. I was done.
Well, I know you told me on Tuesday that day you didn't feel like being a mom.
Yeah, I was just done. I was over it.
So, just take me through your mind. What do you mean by over it? Like, just
Like,
explain that to me.
I'm just done. Like, I just didn't want to be. I just was like, man, I gotta get up. I gotta go feed them. I gotta change their diaper. I gotta put them in the bath. Like, man, I just did this yesterday. Like, done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not trying to done. My kid's done.
Mm-hmm.
Done. I want to run and dip done. Like, that's what I want to do. Run and dip.
Okay. So when you called your mom, you said you wanted to listen.
I think that was on the video.
What's that?
I think we seen on Madison was she recorded me.
Was that in person or was that on the phone with her?
It was in person. She recorded me
Mm-hmm.
without me even knowing she was recording me.
And what day was that? Was that the same day the cops came or the day prior?
Same the day cops came.
Okay. Now, I know the cop. Let me rephrase that. Was it the same day that the cops took you away, or was that the day prior? I know cops came 2 different days.
I wasn't there for the cops to come the day before because I left.
Okay. I think that's when the conversation happened. Am I mistaken?
No. It happened the day.
Had you ever mentioned in the past about talking about like?
That's what I'm
wanting to kill
saying. I
Madison?
say I want to beat Madison's ass all the time.
But why is that?
I just have bad choice of words. I say fuck off. I have a bad choice of words. I cuss like a freaking sailor. I talk like I'm from West Side. Like, that's just me. I cry because I'm a sissy la, but still, that's just how I'm giving you the respect.
Which I
But with my
appreciate.
friends, it's different. Like, I just talk different. Looking at Madison, I say, bro, I'm ass all the time. Or Kylie, I say, stop hitting each other. I'm gonna beat your ass. Go to bed, or I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, it's not. It's just me just saying that. There's not, and I don't even. There's been times where I say, I wish I beat y'all's ass enough times that I said I was gonna beat your ass. Because I'm not even beating their ass when I say I'm gonna beat their ass.
How often does that actually happen?
actually beat them up. Like, oh my god, beat them up, beat their ass. Never. Like, let me even cross my, like, I don't want to say never, but I do give them butt whoopings on their butt. Have
you hit them anywhere else besides butt?
No, have I walked up to him and said, yo, I'm going to beat your ass, like, you need to, like, sit down like this? Yeah. And is that aggressive? Yes. I think it's got me into this because I her.
Right. So, you understand with that statement, and then the next day, you know, with
yes,
the
I understand.
Okay.
Like,
Did you do anything during that bath time that was unusual, like that you wouldn't do in any other bath? Were you annoyed more annoyed than you would have been?
Usually I let them just play in the bath, but this time I was like, getting them in, getting them out. My mom was on the way, so she was.
You told DCF that you could see why Madison would think that she was drowning.
Because
right?
I was picking the thing up. I even showed you. I was picking it up. Like, I was pouring it on. I was getting the soap out. She doesn't have much hair, so it doesn't take much.
How much water is in her face?
The cup full. Like, I'm not throwing it in her face. I'm pouring it on her head. Oh, my God.
Did you ever put your hands on her face?
No. Like, what do you mean put my hands on her face? Like when I grab her to put the soap on her, put this water on her thing?
However,
yes.
Did you? I wasn't there, so I'm just asking.
Yes.
Did you?
When I'm grabbing her like this, pouring it on her, yes.
Okay. Did her head ever go underwater?
No. Under the cup?
Okay.
Yes.
And how close, so, say this is the water. Okay, where's her head?
That's still too full.
Okay, well, however, show me where her head is in relation to the
She's
water.
sitting up. She's standing up. At one point, okay, she's sitting down, and at one point she's standing up because she's being dramatic, like she always is with the water. And then she's like, Mommy, it's in my face. Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. And she wants a towel on her eyes. Oh, my God.
Did you ever cover her mouth or anything with your hand?
No.
Okay. So I just want you to understand, we've had, like I said, a couple of interviews with her, right? And I don't think she'd have any reason to lie to me. Would you agree?
With who?
With
me?
Me? She wouldn't lie to
No.
police. She wouldn't lie to somebody giving her an interview, right?
No.
No, she wouldn't, or?
I don't see why she would lie, but she's 4.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. A 4-year-old has no reason to lie. Okay. So in these interviews, she's said that her head went underwater at some point.
Cause I'm pouring it underwater, pouring the cup on her underwater. Like that's water's going on her.
But what was the reason for that? I mean, because you said
I'm
normally baths they play and sometimes you just wash her hair, but this time it was different. Why was this time different?
There's been times where I poured the soap on her really dramatically before. I mean the water on her before, because I'm getting them in and getting them out. Like let's go, let's get.
Okay. Why would she say that Mommy was trying to kill me?
Because I said it enough times. I said I want to kill you. I shouldn't have talked to them that way because.
How many times have you said that to her?
I've probably said I want to kill you enough times to where she would repeat it. I'm telling you, she probably tells you I want to look at the way she argues with her Kylie. It's I want to beat your ass. Let's play mom and dad. I want to beat your ass. I've heard her say that.
But why would she say that if you weren't trying to do something? You know what I mean?
Because she's repeating it. That's kids. She's repeating what I'm doing.
Okay. Did you hit her in the head at all during that?
No. But did I spank their butt?
That day?
Yes.
That day you spanked their butt?
Yes.
Did you hit them in the head at all? Or
no.
Touch their face at all? Because there's marks.
There's
so
marks? When I was doing Madison's hair, that would be the only time that I was physically touching her face.
Did you bump her head at that point?
I don't know. She's a child. They asked me what my baby's mark was too. And I said, what? I don't know what that one is. And then there's one over here, that's from her crawling and hitting the ground.
So, I know, like I said, it can get incredibly difficult. You're by yourself, right? You don't have much of a support system there, right? Am I right in saying that? You're on your own raising these kids, right? I think that just got to be a little too much for you on that day. Am I wrong in saying that?
It was too much every day.
Right. But it all came to a head, I think, on that day. Right or wrong?
What do you mean?
You got overwhelmed.
I was, overwhelmed.
Like, like you said, Madison puts you over the edge. Is that
I
right?
was overwhelmed, yes.
Were you over the edge at that point?
I'm always over the edge, but yes. If you want to say that day, but I was also over the edge Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, because they are a lot.
Right. So would it be fair to say that on that day you're maybe a little more rough than usual?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I was upset, yeah. Coming down from drugs, I already said that, yeah.
So when Madison said the water's in her face, what'd you do?
I said it. You're like, I said it. I told you. I was pouring it on her. I feel like you're asking me questions because you're trick questions. You're trying to turn around like you want me to say something else. I poured it on her.
Okay. But,
Did Kylie get the same? No.
well, why is that?
Because Madison is a fucking asshole. I already said it. She's a lot. Like, what do you want me to say?
Well, I'm just
and I'll
asking
say
why
it.
it's different.
Because she's a lot. She cries. Kylie is a sweet baby. All she does is she just sits there. She hangs out. Madison is a crybaby. Madison hits. Madison cries over everything. Madison literally gets, you tell her to stay out of the fridge, and she would just keep going in the fridge. Keep going in the fridge. Or you'll say, Madison, stop hitting Kylie. And then she'll come to you and say, Kylie hit me. And you're like, fuck, well, because Kylie hit you, hit Kylie.
Mm-hmm. So she's a problem child, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Would your life be easier if you didn't have Madison?
What?
Would life be easier without Madison for you?
No, I want Madison. Life would be easier if I learned how to deal with Madison.
Right. So you're saying you can't deal with her right now?
No, that's not. No, I can deal with her.
Okay.
I had a day. I postpartum. My baby was just born. Not on my meds. I had a day, and that day should not represent me as who I am or as a mother.
What were you trying to accomplish that day?
To get my kids out of the house, so I can go get high later. So I didn't have to be down anymore.
Okay. How were you gonna plan on getting them out of the house?
My mom was coming to get them already.
Okay.
We got in an argument, and I wouldn't let her take her. She said something to where it made me feel like she was going to keep my kids from me if I let her have them. And sure enough.
So my concern is you saying, I want to kill this in the day prior. And you said that multiple times, right? And then here she is the next day saying, Mommy tried to my head went under the water. So I just want you to be truthful about the bath time because I feel like you're missing some details here because you told DCF one story, you told me another.
I'm telling the same story.
Well, you use different verbiage with them. You were more open. I feel like you're not comfortable talking to me.
I was telling the same story.
Okay,
It's the same exact story.
You told DCF that you had animosity.
See, the thing is, I didn't word it when I was talking to my caseworker, it was a 2-hour talk. Mm-hmm. This is a 5-minute conversation.
Well, I have all the time in the world if you want to.
It was a 2-hour talk. I said when I over the video, I think I need maybe to get a lawyer because I feel like you're gonna take me to jail for saying I want Madison. Right. And I'm not, bro. I swear to God, I'm not trying to Madison.
You didn't have one moment during that day where you thought maybe it'd be easier if that would just happen because this is how it's looking right now.
I 100% understand, but no, I want to be a mom. Mm-hmm. I was on drugs. I want to be her mom. I want to be Kylie's mom, and I want to be Sydney's mom.
I'm just gonna tell you feel currently. I hear you. Okay.
Every single day. That day.
That day you said was a different day for you.
That day
different. I'm admitting that's a different day for you. You didn't want to be a mom that day. You said that yourself. Okay.
Yes.
So.
Yes, but I didn't want to be a mom, and then if I sat down with a counselor and someone that was educated, I'm sure you're not educated on that level as she would. She was like, Ashley, do you really not want to be a mom? What do you want? What makes you not want to be a mom? And I was like, you know what? You're right. I want to be a mom. I guess you're right. I was just in a bad day, and then choose bad choice of words.
Mm-hmm. And maybe bad choice of actions, too, it seems.
For me...
Madison.
Pouring the water on her head aggressively, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Mm-hmm. I should have, but that means I shouldn't have done it.
Did the water
Tuesday, the Wednesday, I'm pouring it on her head.
How often?
It was 5 times.
Did she have a chance to breathe in between the water, or do you think it was too much water for her to breathe?
It was way too much water.
It was way too much water.
I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, so what was she telling you during that?
I don't remember.
Was she saying she can't breathe or anything like that? Or
No. It was 5 seconds. I don't remember. I was so mad. I was screaming. They didn't even talk. They were crying.
Mhm.
I was
They were
screaming at
crying.
them. They had shit everywhere. I was just screaming at them.
so when you say too much water, do you think it'd be too much water for her to catch a breath in this couple of seconds?
No.
No, what?
She could breathe.
But what was your intention with the too much water? What were you doing?
Just getting the soap out of the hair. I told you.
But you said it was too
My
much water.
intention. I'm
and
gonna
you
say.
said
It,
you
I'm
did
gonna say
something
no.
different. Listen to me.
My
Listen to me.
intention with the cup in the water was to get the soap out of her hair.
I believe that's how it started. But then
That was it.
Did you get mad and decide, you know what, I'm just dumping more water on her?
No.
Because you didn't do that to Kylie. You only did that
No.
to Madison. Okay.
No, I didn't
You
even-
said you're screaming.
I didn't even
and
wash
that's
Kylie's
crying.
hair. Didn't even wash Kylie's hair. My
Okay.
mom walked in the door.
But you're saying you're screaming and crying. They're crying, you're screaming, you're mad, upset. You're pouring a bunch of water. Too much water. Why too much water?
I should. You okay?
Just tell me
I
why
should
you
play.
used too
I'm
much
gonna
water.
tell you. I should play. Oh yes, Madison. Let's pull your hair back. Let's do it. Let's put the rag on your face. Let's la la la. Let's sing together. I was not in the mood for that.
Okay.
That's how I should have do it. That's how I should do it every single day.
But instead,
And I
what
was
happened?
not in the mood to that. Oh my! I told you what was happening.
But explain the too much water. You said it was way too much
I
water.
did.
Why?
What do you want me to say? And
Why
I'll
did
say
you use
it.
too much water?
What do you want me to say? And I'll say it.
Tell me why you used too much water.
Too much water was the wrong words. Then I poured the cup on her.
You said it was 5 seconds where it was
Pour
too
the
much
cup on
water
her.
all over her face.
5 seconds. Pour the cup on her. You want me to get in the bath and show you pouring the cup on her? Pouring the cup on her. Pouring the cup on her.
I understand that, but you said at some point that you used way too much water.
I
I
answered
asked
your
you,
question. Can we go on to the
Do you
next
think she
question?
had trouble breathing?
Or do I need? Am I going
Truthfully.
to jail?
Yes,
Then
but let's finish up.
I need to go on my ride.
All right. So listen, just explain to me the reason you used too much water. I understand you used water to get the hair out, the soap out of the hair. We're past that. But why with Madison did you use too much water on her face? Can you answer that? We'll call you right in a minute. I need you to put your phone away. Thank you, Ashley. Can you answer my question?
You're already taking me to jail.
But I asked you a question. You've explained the bath. You've explained
I asked
getting
you
the
a
soap
question.
out
I
of
said,
her.
"Are you taking me to jail?" And you said yes. So I guess that's it.
Okay, but I'd like to get further info
That's
from you.
it. That's it. I'm
Okay.
going to jail for child abuse because I said I wanted to get in. Oh my God.
So you're saying that plus using too much water, I don't understand why that was.
Do I deserve parenting? Yes.
You're not answering my question.
Yes,
why
I
did
am.
you use too much water on Madison's face?
It's too much water was the wrong words then.
So what did you said it was too much.
I was pouring. I shouldn't
asked
have
you,
poured the water.
Was there
Boom,
water on her
boom,
face to stop her
boom,
from breathing?
boom. Should not have done that. I should have said, Madison, let's do like this.
Okay, and she was
Pour.
crying in return, correct?
I'm done.
That you couldn't breathe. Is that correct?
I'm done.
Because you already told DCF that you thought you could understand why she said she was drowning. Is that right?
I know. That's not how I would say drowning. She doesn't know the words what drowning is.
Okay.
Want to turn around? Do you have anything on you that's going to poke my stick or hurt my other officer here? No drugs on you. You already have been told that you're going to jail, so if there's anything on your person that's not found right now, and we find out in jail, it's a felony, okay? Hang tight. Stand over here.
So you don't have anything on anymore? No. Okay. Nothing under the bra? No.
Ashley was arrested and taken into custody. She was charged with attempted murder and 3 counts of child abuse, if convicted. What should she be sentenced to? Feel free to share your comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.